Hey everyone, welcome back to another Let's Paint. Today I'm working on Plague Artillery, and, a pretty key unit for the Plague Army, really. I mean, you set this in your backboard and has, I think, a 36-inch range. So, I mean, you move it up to the edge of your deployment zone and pretty much just start shelling stuff from the get-go. 5 up and roll your scatter die, and if you're lucky, it's devastating. If you're unlucky, it's funny. I mean, it's a great piece. So with this, it's a lot simpler of a paint job. I start with priming it black. You'll notice on base, I put all of my vehicles on bases. I transport them on magnetic trays. So the base allows me to punch out a 1-inch round refrigerator magnet on the bottom of them and just stick it onto the bottom of the base, and everything stays nice and neat for travel. Especially important when you're lugging, 9,000 points of army around for events. So, yeah, that's why it is sitting on a base. But yeah, start with a black prime, and then we'll go straight into a white zenithal, and then we'll move on to the painting after that. I'll warn you, this is going to be a quick one. These come together pretty quick for me, so let's move on. As with the rest of my plague, I go heavy on speed paints with this paint job, so I'm using a little gunner camo here, and we're just going to base coat the entire hull. That done, I switch over to Grim Black and I apply this to the main cannon, the hydraulics, the metal shards sticking off the front of it, the tracks. Basically anything that's not green on the tank is getting a quick base coat of the Grim Black. With all those black bits dried up, we're going to apply a quick dry brush of neutral gray to the model. This will just bring out our edges and set us up for a little bit of weathering moving forward. And speaking of that weathering, we're going to bust out a little bit of Army Painter Rust Effect and do some stippling. No real rhyme or reason here. I mean, try to keep it in areas towards the edge where rust is actually going to accumulate. But at this scale too, we're kind of exaggerating the amount of rust we're going to see because they're super tiny. And if anything was this rusted, there'd probably be holes. But, it's going to look cool. And rule of cool is what we're after. Hey, listen, I told you this wasn't going to be a long one because here we are putting some black on that base and our artillery piece is pretty much ready to go. So, short video today. So thanks for making it all the way to the end. Hopefully you all made it to the end. Appreciate it if you hit that like button, anything to help that algorithm push this out further onto the YouTube communities and, let Epic Warpath players know that, there's some content out there regarding the game in some way, shape, or form. If you enjoy the sound of my voice, make sure you check out the Pinned and Broken podcast. You can find a link on my YouTube page, or you can find it anywhere you're listening to podcasts at. We talk about Epic Warpath, the Warpath universe in general, even more widely other Mantic games. Kings of War started to become part of a conversation, and I may be looking at working up a Kings of War army here soon. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. That helps the channel grow, and it'd be cool to see it expand up a little bit. Anyways, all that said, all the YouTube mumbo jumbo gobbledygook done. Let's take a look at how these turned out. Thanks for watching.